Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Grove. My name is Hawk, and today I'm just going to skim past one episode and onto a different one because there were audio issues with the first one, meaning my mic was needed, and and while I did re-record my lines, the cutscene that would have been in that episode is taking way too long, so I'm just going to move past it so I can continue editing my Campcraft episodes. So, anyway, takeaways from that episode so you still know the information. Banaka was revived at some point, but then is now stabbed, and it died. Box, who had stabbed Banaka, also poisoned Vaughn, so Vaughn's dead. And Vaughn can't come back because he is a spirit, so when he died, so he's just gone. He can't be revived. Also, Box knows about my basement library. He knows I created something, but is not it was never I don't think I ever learned what exactly I created down there, which by the way was an amulet. I also canonically have a Tree of Life sapling, but the one that I got in that episode is not the one that I ever got on stream, so I canonically have two Tree of Life saplings on the server at the time of streaming. Uh, Also, between that episode and the episode you're about to watch, Skid died, was killed by Boxed. So Algen, just with a bunch of her friends and with friends and family just dying around her, is not having a good time. Trigger warnings for the rest of the episode includes discussion of a suicide attempt and of someone being sedated. Woo.
Well, yeah.
Man,
So
you
my
are.
life compared to like most of the others, it stays kind of hidden because technically it's unfinished, but I guess it kind of works for what we need to do.
Hawk, do you
Yeah.
want a totem? Like, you trust yourself a surprising
This place,
amount.
my tunnels aren't very dangerous, except for Gary.
Yeah,
Gary
but like,
very,
just like a thing. Like, do you just want a totem to have, Hawk?
Uh, eh,
I just have one on
okay.
me.
Before we enter, so things kind of happen.
yeah. I
So,
heard a little bit about what was going on, but not a lot.
Kiki,
Sorry, it's a habit. It's a habit. Okay. It looks cool.
very distracting. It's very distracting. Basically, the thing with Al. So basically, she came to me a few days ago talking about how Bucks told Goalie and Leo that if they ever came after him, she'd kill Al. And
Yeah.
so she came to me saying about that, and in hearing that, I created basically a way to, I guess, save her from death while also hiding the fact that she was saved from death. I created a kind of, you could call it a pixel perfect e-pearl stasis. Basically,
Okay.
Minecraft has a weird thing with once the death message shows up, you have like a maybe 2 pixels before like 2 pixels or 2 frames where once where you can kind of could have something happen and not fully technically die. So the death message showed, but she was able to be teleported to my lab.
Okay.
By the way, the science on that took me days to do, and
I'm surprised
the
that
machine
even
was
works.
shoddy.
Like, that's
It
basically
it
rerouting a person's soul. That's
yeah,
impressive magic. That's just impressive magic
it
in
wasn't even
general.
magic.
Well,
It
it's
wasn't
not
even
even
magic. It was full. It was
it's
technology.
science.
So
They are entirely not the same. Anyway, it's impressive
so
technology.
basically-
Good job.
Yeah. So basically, from my side of this, the studio has some insane science, and honestly, some insane technology. People call magic in multiple worlds I've been in, but I'm gonna be 100% with you and anyone else who asks this question. None of what I do is considered actual sorcery or anything mystical, because technically I don't have any ability to do that. Magic just doesn't click with me. I have certain things that we consider magic, like my ability to not really quote unquote die. That's because technically I
enchant
don't have a
things.
soul here. Yeah, and
You
enchant
don't
things.
have a
That's just
soul here?
Minecraft. No. So I am quantum locked,
Huh.
and it's in theory that in short that means any world I go to, I can just chop between all of them, universe, worlds, places. It doesn't really affect me. So I die, I can just kind of come back as many times as I need to. When I die, I get sent back to what I'm calling the Citadel. It's kind of a place that exists outside of time and space and universe.
That's really cool.
That's why we call
Anyway,
ourselves travelers.
backstory aside, we should probably go see Al.
Yeah. So basically, after giant lore dumps that honestly I think needed to happen for you and I, because honestly we don't talk much.
We don't talk much, and we should.
No, yeah, we need to. Because honestly, I love having people that are really into the lore and stories, because that's what I am.
Yeah, and there's stuff that I've been hinting out, hinting towards like my character's backstory, but there's only like the surface level part of it.
Yeah, there's some deep dive that I think we can get into, because if both of us work at it, I think we could.
Yeah, we should talk more lore stuff.
Yeah. Hang on one second.
Point.
Now he's freaking.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back in like actual main lore. So she's alive, but she's still kind of in a bad state of mind. So I have her closed up in one of my things I made for Emma, which was to kind of block bad we used to call personality traits and more bad thoughts, stress, emotions, stress,
to help
unstable mind, and,
stabilize her sanity a little bit.
A little bit. Problem is, because it was built for Emma's biology, which was, I guess, human in a way. It's not fully working.
As far as we know.
I forgot you out here. Okay, Johto, can we come a bit further?
Where did Johto come from?
Johto and Kool-Aid were watching her. But
Johto
basically,
seems cool.
So he's really cool. And Raison.
He's helping. Johto is helping with the resurrection stuff.
So basically with that, so she's not retaining the blocks. It's kind of every time she leaves after a few hours, she kind of wants to die again, and I can't let that happen, because if she does die, then we have a whole other problem, because if she dies, the whole server's screwed, because technically Goalie and Leo, the only reason they're kind of
according to Roman, if she dies, Leo and Goalie are going on a rampage, so we kind of need her to keep alive, but the ideal situation is that she keeps living because she wants to.
That is another problem we need to worry about. But we can go now. Sorry, I had to give them a rundown before you walked in.
Briefing.
Debrief.
Yeah. So we're chilling.
Yeah. So basically, with the whole knockout system, it's technically it wasn't supposed to do this. I think it's a kind of a side effect with her biology. The machine itself is targeted to target certain bad thoughts. I think with her deep-rooted trauma, just in general, it's forcing her body to kind of enter a REM state to get rid of, to do what it's supposed to do. Problem is with her anatomy, you can't really keep it. So, because dragons don't forget anything.
Nope. Side effects.
Well, I mean, all of it is pretty raw. I mean, she just lost she lost her mom pretty recently, like a month or so ago. Then you have the father, which has been lost in a week, and then her other father. Oh shoot, she doesn't know about that.
Yeah,
does she know about that?
Actually.
Oh,
yeah, she was up.
Then she lost her.
She knows.
She lost her other dad figure. So
And technically, by all technicality, considering me and Vaughn were such
she
good
blames
friends.
herself for Banaka's death. So she's dealing with a lot right now.
Yeah, she kind of wants to jump in the void.
By her saying completely, how she wants to die is by void, which honestly makes sense because she comes from the end.
Yeah, it's like returning to your home, you know.
Returning to something she knows, I guess, but that's actually like one of the worst ways to die. There's no way to stop it.
Gotta suck.
Yeah.
So what do we do about how do we get her not unstable?
I was actually gonna So I'm keeping her stable through this, and as long as when she wakes up, it's more just because she can't really get out of this.
Yeah. Just being
I was
trapped.
going to ask you that. You said you work. You said you were. I've heard that you were. Yes, she does. I heard. By the way, that was a character because she messaged me. I didn't want to say. I didn't want to start typing again. But basically, I heard. I heard that you were working on working on necromancy. Could you look
Yes.
into other magic when it comes to like?
I
I
can
know. I
look
wouldn't
into
say mind control. Yeah, like some way to.
Like erasure
I
of
I
stuff?
can
That's
try
not.
looking into I can try to look into some mental stuff. Necromancy is just easier for me because certain things in my past, I can try some things. I can at least try to see. I can do research. That's the best answer I got right now, I guess.
Yeah, I can.
So you're thinking of like if there's a way that can
We
actually
could
this might be
try
related
and
to
work.
something that I'm wait, I might already have started doing some related research.
I mean,
I
I
could
remember
try
hearing that
using
Luke
like
had
a
some like
charm.
problems with the corruption.
Oh,
Oh, and she's like,
yeah,
oh,
I don't know
somewhat.
about Roman stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Al.
My friend died of the corruption. In front of me. For centuries.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck. It's gotta
Yeah. It
suck.
took centuries for them to die.
How
Yeah.
you
Can
feeling?
you let me out?
Yeah.
I don't think I have the
It'd be
authority to
best.
do that. I think
You-
I think multiple people would be
it'd
mad
best
at
not
me.
to.
Um,
Yeah,
It'd
nah.
be best not to.
So unfortunately I can't right now, but I hope to at some point. It's the best answer I can give.
It's dizzy again.
Yeah, no, I think for all in all seriousness, I do think if we continue knocking her out, it could delve into some past trauma, and that I don't want to deal with because I think this machine does bring most traumas and most things that happen in the person's in its past to the surface to work on doing it. So if she does wake up
Oh,
in the
that's
middle of any of
terrifying.
that, we might have a problem.
Okay.
So
So we do really have to make sure that she wakes up on
we
her
don't
own as
keep-
well. We can't force her
yeah,
to wake up either.
wake up on her own and also hinder. There goes
Oh, no.
Jojo. The thing with like we also gotta like hit like not activate it too many times because if we do it could possibly damage stuff. So
Yeah. I've been looking into amulet magic, so for my own self, that's why I have the necklace gem. So I can see if I can come up with something for Al.
I was actually thinking, do you think? Okay, again, I kind of mentioned this to you. I'm not really inclined. I'm not really good with magic. I've never been good at it. I know certain things because that's how worlds work. But
And I'm the opposite because of my upbringing.
do you think we can maybe kind of put our heads together? If I can come back from Citadel and bringing technology that I can use, do you think we can put our heads together and make kind of a techno magic thing to help her in a way that is less damaging in the process?
Yeah, I think I could.
They're showing up any minute. Please come. Oh, there we go.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
thank you you so much. I did not
Let me
want
out.
Hey,
Let me out.
no. You did this to yourself. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah, actually, I will say Ray's kind of on my side of this. Hang on. I'm gonna be a.
Hit me through the bars. Hit me, why don't you? Hit me.
Ray,
that's what
please
I
don't
thought.
Don't
try to
encourage her to
provoke.
break the glass.
I mean,
Please don't. No,
Yeah,
no, no,
Ray.
don't break the bars, Al, please.
please don't break the bars.
you know, Ray, I'll be honest with you. I've been looking for Algen to talk to her privately, and this is a worse situation. This is a worse scenario. She's stuck behind bars in the most unprivate place possible.
Yeah, I
You know
also
what?
wanted
You know,
to talk to her,
I'm
but
pushing the button, bro. I'm pushing
I'm
the
also
button.
like barely having a
Because
constant
I need
conversation
to-
with the Destroyer
I
because people
did.
keep
I need
interrupting.
to talk to her about Skid because it's something of Skid that said to me.
You're getting gassed. Oh, fine.
So I actually need to talk to her about that because, Skid told me, kinda, basically.
Mm.
Hey, so Hawk, did you ask about a Destroyer about talking to Algen privately? Anyways?
No, because half of the
No.
time, because I've just been awkwardly trying to understand the situation, or we've been interrupted, so it's been a really
You know
awkward
what?
time.
Veer,
Oh.
you want me to do the quick rundown real quick, Hawk? Just
I
from Rayline's perspective. Ready? Are you ready?
sure.
Okay, number 1. Al decides to be a goofball and sends Destroyer a suicide note, which
Go
Destroyer, like
faster.
a goofball, takes 5 minutes to read, and then she runs off to go meet her end by Box, who she has to kill her so that Goalie and Leo have nothing to hold them back, basically, because Al's being used as hostage situation by Boxed.
Mhm.
It's complicated. So
No,
Al
no, I
decides
know
to
about
turn
that
herself
situation. I was there when
Decides to-
he said that to her. I was
Yeah.
I was privy to that conversation.
She turns herself in. Box shows up, and they have their nice long conversation. Destroyer, not realizing that Al's an idiot, decides to go over to Al, Box, and just hang out. They chat for a bit. Box says for Destroyer to get lost. Destroyer says no. Oh, okay. Destroyer says no, and then they chat for a little bit longer, and Goalie swings by, and being the coward he is, good old Box Brit whips out his his Mace Bastin tea and whiskey, and decides to try and bash Al's head in. However, Destroyer had a plan and basically had a stasis pearl set up for Al, who was now depressed, sitting behind bars because she wanted to die. However, Boxbrit doesn't know that she's still alive. Any questions?
Okay. They're not talking about Al. They're talking about Emma.
Oh yeah,
You're
actually,
fine.
can you fill me in on what happened with Banaka?
I actually
all I
could
heard
very
is
much
she
do it.
got-
I
Okay,
need information
so-
on Banaka. She was technically adopted by me. So I
Okay.
need information on Banaka.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry about your
I'm so sorry,
dishonor,
my
dude.
fault.
Okay,
Wait,
so basically,
Oh, I was gonna say, you could explain how she got there, and I'll explain during the math.
okay,
Okay.
so we were trying to figure out what is going on with the. We wanted to talk to Box. I can't remember the exact reason why. It was something to do with the ghost or something. Tina. Yeah, about Tina. And I was going to go with her because I don't trust Box, but she wanted to go alone and give her 20 minutes. And because I trust Banaka, I did not make a good choice and I let her go alone.
Yeah, big mistake.
Oh, and then, well, I was talking to Box because I have to gain his trust to jump him. Obviously, I mean, you're thinking about this a different way. Manhunt's, gonna kind of work. But I was talking to him, it's kind of difficult because he talks about murder a lot, but I managed to get on the topic of tea, and then out of nowhere, Banaka comes up and just starts rambling, just goes crazy on the rambling. She talks about how he needs to put his differences aside and work together with her to kill Tina. Tina's a threat. Tina's gonna kill both of them, and then.
I remember why she wanted to go specifically to Boxed. Tina had put a file.
Well, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, well, the reason it was prompted was because I had received a book written by Boxed in or out of Flora that it was about her, and there was also a note from Tina that in order for Tina to live, Banaka had to die, and so she wanted to see what Box knew what was going on, and that's what led her over, and that's why she was starting to ramble, because she literally thought Tina was threatening to kill her.
Well, it wasn't
And
just
then
that.
Fox killed her.
Yeah.
There was a bit more to it. she kept on talking about how they needed to put their differences aside and, work together to stop Tina. And the thing that Box kept on telling her repeatedly is that you do not need to worry yet. And then she was like, why are you withholding information? Because for some reason she didn't get the memo that they were on opposite sides. And Box wouldn't care if she was alive or dead. And my entire thing was trying to get her away because I knew in this circumstance I did not have the materials to kill Box. And before anything, and before I could even say a word, Box was doing his main sentence, and then he said something, and she was dead instantly.
Okay. Do you want materials?
To what?
Box
Just in
told me
case.
different.
Just in
Box-
case.
Box said Hockey were there yesterday that it had, but Anaka had said something about me.
Yeah, I do not remember that much. You sent the wrong person out for this type of information.
Okay, Roman. Just in case anything like this happens again, because we know this is gonna happen again, right? Who is Box killed? Right? Box is
He
killed.
doesn't have anyone else to kill.
Juice? No,
Juice
that's
is
what
already
you
dead.
think.
Juice is
That's
already
what
dead.
you think.
Yeah,
Juice?
Box is
Juice was
killed.
already
Juice
dead
is already
before
dead.
we started.
Juice has been dead for like
Juice-
a month.
Box has
Yeah,
tried to
Juice-
kill Al. Okay.
Why are we
Yeah,
specifying?
Yeah, so then,
Box
So-
has canonically killed, in order, Juice, Vaughn, Banaka. That I know of.
and then technically Skid if we do.
Oh.
What we're assuming is Skid as well.
Yeah, and
Technically
assuming
me,
it's
but
Skid
no one
and
really
then
knows. But he
Al.
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one really knows
Yeah.
by for sure.
Okay. What is something in common between the 4 recent deaths?
He believes
4
that
months.
I know the exact answer
I
to
could-
that. He
Oh.
killed these people because he other than Skid, I don't know about him. He believes that
dead
they
too,
got
sorry.
in his way. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
can
reason
tell you
he
that
gave
for certain.
behind
I don't
killing
know
Juice.
what
That's
Most
the reason he
likely-
gave behind killing Vaughn, and technically Banaka was just annoying him. That was the vibe I got off from him.
Oh, yeah, no, I could.
So,
absolutely.
By definition, Box's one goal with all the with the Soul Creator event, and his main goal now is to purge what he calls monsters from the server in a way.
You're kind of incorrect.
Exile or somewhere else.
He's a human from Undertale.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you're taking. I've spent time with the guy. I could tell you these
He's
things.
the next person that he's gonna get. That's gonna get in his way. Because I have
Okay,
a feeling it's gonna be either Roman. It's gonna be Hawk.
It's not gonna be me.
Technically-
I don't know why everybody
technically,
doubts me.
I would have been technically
I'm not on good
after
terms.
Vaughn. It would have been me. Technically, after Vaughn, it would have been me. But problem is, he knows
Okay.
via my story and via where my soul technically resides. He cannot technically be rid of me by killing me on this world. I can always just come back.
Okay, that leaves Light.
Okay,
Roman.
okay, he's not going to kill me.